Hi, this is Jindo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. I wanted to return to our series on the qualities of a bodhisattva and what is a bodhisattva, because it's very important for our Zen practice. We can sometimes get too wrapped up in trying to look for our own self-salvation, and we can forget that this is supposed to be about the salvation of all sentient beings. I vow to save all sentient beings, though beings are numberless. And one of the necessary perfections or virtues for a bodhisattva in order to save all sentient beings is knowledge. This is number 10 on the top 10 list. But that doesn't mean it's the least, last but not least. What is this knowledge? Well, it can be all kinds of knowledge that can be used for the helping of sentient beings. Sometimes in Buddhism it's been really wild stuff, the ability to be omniscient. That doesn't mean that your mind is like a supercomputer with all the data in there, but it means that you just have knowledge of all things, perhaps in a grain of sand. You can read people's past lives. You can know all causes and effects, the workings of karma. But I'm going to say too, it's just whatever is needed in order to lend a hand to our fellow sentient beings. We have some people in the Sangha who are nurses, who are in the medical profession. Their knowledge is knowledge to help sentient beings. We have people who are in all kinds of professions. Whatever your work, if you are helping people directly or indirectly, that is knowledge to help sentient beings. If you're selling food in a store and you know how to work the cash register and stock the shelves to feed your fellow sentient beings, that's knowledge to help sentient beings. We're all connected in this world. That's one of the basic perspectives of Buddhism, that we all support each other. And whatever knowledge you have that contributes to the greater good, that's knowledge to help sentient beings. If you're a mother who has the knowledge to take care of a child, a father who has the knowledge to go to work every day, to earn money, to support his family, to pay his taxes, to support his community, that's knowledge to help sentient beings. But of course, in the case of Buddhism, we're not just talking about providing food and medical care, though those are necessary. We're also telling of the knowledge that is necessary to end the suffering of our sentient fellows. And that is the teachings of Buddhism. You know, we saw the dana paramita, and that is the perfection of giving. You can give money, you can give your time and energy, but you can also give teachings. Teaching Buddhism. Well, in order to do that, you have to have a little knowledge. You have to crack a book. For some reason, people think that Zen is an anti-intellectual pursuit. Well, it's not quite. There are things about the Buddha's teachings that you need to know in order to pass that on. Just like a doctor or a nurse needs to be a physician of the body, needs to have knowledge of the body. A Buddhist physician needs to have knowledge of the body-mind and that kind of suffering, the suffering of the self. So your studies in Buddhism are knowledge to help your fellow sentient beings. And it goes hand in hand with wisdom. A doctor just needs more than knowledge of the body. He needs the wisdom in order to apply it, give the correct diagnosis. Well, the same in our Buddhist practice. We need knowledge of Buddhism, but also wisdom. They go hand in hand. And that is the perfection of a bodhisattva right there. So as I said, this is very important. We can get too wrapped up in ourself. Mahayana Buddhism was always critical of Buddhists who were just in it for their own salvation, their own enlightenment, their own escape from this world. We're in this world and we're all in it together in the same boat. And thus the actions of a bodhisattva are never simply for his own or her own enlightenment. It is for the enlightenment, the saving of all sentient beings. And we'll continue this series very soon with the first. We're going to go through a whole bunch of famous bodhisattvas, starting with Shakyamuni. Now you may say Shakyamuni was a Buddha. Why is he included with the bodhisattvas? Well, before he was a Buddha, he was a bodhisattva. So we'll talk about him next time. In the meantime, let's make like a bodhisattva and sit.